Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at reds, Wicked Blood Orange. And you notice they have one label, and then on the other side is a different label. Introduced in 2016 for a limited time, 8% alcohol, IBUs unknown, but predicted to be very relatively low. This is a refreshingly hard ale, they say. I've had many of the Reds beers. I don't like flavored beers in general, but I have been impressed with what Reds offers. None of them are particularly good or great or fantastic, but they're okay. I had this in the freezer while I was out to the bank and to the grocery store. RedsWickedApple.com, certified kosher. So, the ingredients, I couldn't tell you. I was looking on the Miller Coors website. I don't recall seeing any ingredients line up. Just had it on the desktop computer. Okay, this is not the first video review for this beer in the world. I noticed that Special K and those guys from Kentucky had already done it about a month ago. I have some fried chicken from Walmart. I've never tried their fried chicken, but it always smells good when I'm at the checkout. It's $5.98 for 8 pieces. I said, oh heck, I'll try it. It's only 9:55 a.m. It's not even lunchtime, but I didn't have any breakfast, so I'm getting kind of hungry. Okay, I mean, I am hungry. All right, so it's got kind of an orange gold appearance, lots of bubbles, no sort of head of foam, just the slightest little ring of foam. That's a typical type thing here. Miller, they have a lot of advertisements around here for this beer. They'll say, beer to the core, Reds Apple Ale, and then you've noticed if you watch a lot of sports television, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, they show a lot of Reds Wicked commercials now. Okay, and they said something about this beer. A lot of stores will put it in the cider section, and Miller keeps telling them, don't put it in the cider section. It's not a cider, it's a beer, okay? But people just in their mind, they got this idea that it's a cider made with fruit. And if you get on the website, it emphasizes beer is made from grain. This is made from barley malt and corn, you know, yellow corn grits or brewer's syrup. Cider is made from apples, okay? It's not the same thing. And these do have an overriding beer aroma, you know, barley malt, similar to like, say, Miller High Life type aroma. I don't know if I've ever actually had what's called a blood orange. It smells almost like, I'm not going to mention it. I was going to say it smells like that red vermouth from Martini and Rossi or from Gallo, but I am not bringing that up. Thank goodness I didn't even go there. But it's got an interesting, spicy, fruity beer aroma. Okay, I did the dreary and depressing and drab Florida cracker from Cigar City. Not to single it out, I find that whole style is dreary, drab, and depressing unless you kick it up to the Grand Cru. Then it's something to talk about. This is a high gravity Grand Cru flavored ale. Interesting spice notes, fruity notes. You say, but it's probably artificial. Obviously, it's, when you get into these Alco Pops, yeah, I mean, and I don't mess with those things. You notice I've never done any Colt 45 Blast. I've never done the Alloy series from Steel Reserve. I don't want to fall down into that rabbit hole like Alice. The body here is high medium, not a heavy beer, but it's 275 calories. This is not a light beer by any conceivable stretch of the imagination. But the drinkability is extremely high. I think these cans were 2 for $3. I only bought one can down in okay, let's see, I was at the Tulane game, and then I had to go to Jefferson, Louisiana. Oh, I bought this at a little store on Jefferson Highway, US Highway 90. Yeah, U.S. Highway 90 in Jefferson, Louisiana, close to the Causeway. That's a state highway that intersects there. So a little corner grocery store. So it's two for $3. Only bought one, so it's a little more when you buy one. But I didn't want to get saddled with two. But I could have tolerated being saddled with two. It's sweet, 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 sugary sweet. The apple, the orange, it's all artificial, like I say, but it's not bad. Here's some chunk of whatever this is. Okay. Some kind of neck. The batter's not bad. At Mathern's grocery store here, they have fried chicken, and it's all fried there at the store. It's not some prepackaged. They get the raw chicken, they batter it with a special batter they have, and they fry it, and it's very popular. I might have tried that 5 years ago, 6 years ago. White meat. Sorry. A little salty. I would prefer if it was fiery, spicy like at churches, and theirs isn't really that hot. But 8 pieces for $5.98. I don't guess you're going to beat that. There's no KFC here anymore. Kentucky Fried Chicken was open here twice in this town. It failed twice. Yeah, I don't know what the story is with those people. They used to be good, I guess, but I would get KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I would lift up the bone and all the meat and everything would fall off of it. I was like, did they over marinate it? I don't know what the story is. But Popeyes and Churches, which are next door to each other for the last at least 30 years here, yeah, about 35 years here. I mean, literally, they're next, not across the street, like next door to each other. They are constantly busy at all hours in which they are open. So you got your Churches people, you got your Popeyes people, and nary do they ever cross lines. Except for me. This is really strange, y'all, folks, people, gang. It literally, and I'm so like stunned, I never would have dreamed this. It literally has a red vermouth flavor. Are they using wormwood in this? I don't know. It is bizarre. But it's not bad. It's dangerous. I mean, this is a huge can at 8%. You drink this whole thing, you are going to hit the floor, I think. But for a macro concoction, Reds was introduced in South Africa in 1996. It may have been an independent company that was bought out by SAB and then rolled over into the Miller line. But I really honestly have no problem with this. And I don't know what the aspects are of blood oranges, okay? Like I said, I might have had those before. I think they're kind of intense or something. This has a lot of intense, interesting flavors. It's hard to say. Well, I'll be so curious now to look at that review from the Kentucky guys. Kentucky rain. Kentucky woman. Okay, blown away. It's really good. I mean, it's like, usually I qualify it with like, well, if you want to drink a flavored beer, you could tolerate this. But this one is like actually good on its own merits, which is, I can't get over it. So if you want a really good beer, thing, beer type item, ale. Check it out. Laissez les Bon Temps Relais. This is, I would say A minus at the lower end of A. I mean, no, I'm not going to go run out and start buying flavored beers, okay? But I cannot hold back. There's no reservations here. There's no well, if, but, and if you take into consideration, it's just a good product. Great job, Miller. I know you might be bought out by Anheuser-Busch InBev. Oh well, I don't care. I'm not drinking it for a great quest or some cause. I'm just drinking it because it's a product and stores sell it. That's about that's how deep it goes with me. Y'all come on down to New Orleans. Oh yeah, we have a winner on our hands, people. A winner on our hands. This is not bad. Not great, not bad. I like it. I'll eat all 8 pieces and I will not be disappointed that I paid $5.98 plus tax. So Walmart stores were started in Arkansas